What came first, the chicken or the egg? I'll be honest, I can't tell you. After all, I haven't came in years, ever since I lost my testicles while serving in Korea. Now that's besides the point. We can all agree that eggs are fascinating, and with the shortage going on, it won't be very long before breakfast ends up being our very own magic cards. Especially with the latest challenge I received from you, the viewers, making a deck with Atla Palani Nest Tender, where every spell has at least one egg in the art, an egg tribal, if you will. And this challenge begs the question, can you build a deck with only eggs? Well, we're going to find out, aren't we? It's just an egg deck. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Now, before we hop right into the video, in many circles, I am known as the most egg-centric deck builder in all of YouTube. So if you're sitting there at your computer thinking, man, this guy can build anything, you're right. Challenge me in the comments down below, and the one with the most upvotes, I will build. And while you're down there, leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Now wake up, it's time for the video to begin. Atla Palani Nest Tender is one red, green, and a white for a human shaman 2/3 who makes eggs and then wants them to die. So that in a regular deck, we would get something cool, big, and scary like Galta, a giant 12/12 dinosaur. But not in this deck. You see, there needs to be an egg in the artwork. So we're really going to be having more of a nesting doll situation where our eggs will find our other eggs. And that's the whole point. So we're going to be running all the eggs available in Magic the Gathering. This deck is going to just be so easy to build. All right, dinosaur egg, one in a green. It evolves. That's a cool thing for an egg to do. It's a 2-for-1. You see, when it dies, we can discover, and we get a free guy off of Atla Palani. Dragon egg is another 2-for-1. We get a free little 2/2 and a free guy. Thank you. Rock egg, 2-for-1. Little bird and a free guy. You're kind of getting it. Now, you know when your friend says, hey, let me copy your homework, but change the answers a little bit. We got Ruck Egg. Not Rock Egg, Ruck Egg. 2-for-1, 4/4 bird, and free guy. Very nice. Now, Mysterious Egg. I'll be honest, it's 1 mana for an egg, and it is doomed. We have no mutate. It is not ever going to have counters on it. It is born to die, just like all of us. Dragon Kami Reborn has an egg in the backside. You just have to go through all the chapters first to finally get to the egg, but it's a lot of work before you start egging, so I don't know, take it as you will. Smoldering Egg. This one is doomed. We are probably never going to cast the number of instant and sorcery spells needed to flip it onto its not egg side. So it's doomed to die as an egg, which is good because that's what we want for the deck. Summoner's Egg, on the other hand, is useful because we get to pick what is hatching from it because we imprint a cool card, and then when it dies, we get to put that onto the battlefield. It's cool. It's whatever. Triassic Egg. It takes a while, but it's good. It's an egg. I mean, it's the most egg card there is. Chimeric Egg, the most un-egg card there is, but I assume it is like an egg when you're not looking at it, and then whatever, it's in the deck. Okay, fight me on it. Mossfire Egg and Sungrass Egg, you add mana and draw cards. Not too bad. Then we got Golden Egg. You sack it, draw mana, and get some life sometimes. Cool. And then there's Dingus Egg. When a land is put in the graveyard, it deals damage to them. That's a win condition sometimes. But yeah, that's it. I mean, I told you, it'd be easy to find all the egg cards. So we found them. We got the deck. Let me just say, we got a full deck, I'm sure. Let me run the math a little bit. We probably are full. Okay, so I did the math, and now we're only at 14 cards. There's only 14 egg cards in Magic the Gathering. This might be a little bit more work than I thought. They told me they wanted every spell to have an egg in the artwork, so I thought, oh, there are probably a bunch of egg cards. Okay, well, just like Korea, I follow orders, and if it's an egg tribal you want, an egg tribal you're gonna get. Let's go looking for eggs. Okay, guys, good news. I found more cards with eggs on them. Nesting, Dovehawk, look at those eggs in the nest, populating our Atla Palani eggs into more eggs. That is perfect and synergistic. And talking about nest, let's segue into Nesting Worm. Very cool. Nest Robber, okay? Nesting Dragon, really good. Landfall makes us eggs, then hatch into dragons, and also free guys. Thank you, Nesting Dragon. But what was that word I said? Hatch? Hatching? Like hatch dragon, dragon hatchling. Palani's Hatcher, who makes dinosaur tokens when we sacrifice an egg. Cool. Brood Hatch Nantuko, he is tending to some little eggs up there in his hand. But wait a minute, rock hatchling, also cool. Hatchery spider makes a bunch of scary stuff, cool. Hatchery sliver, kind of useless. We don't have any other slivers, but hey, look at those eggs and all that slimy stuff. He's gross. Emrakul's hatcher, also gross. Look at that egg in his tummy. Then we got belligerent hatchling, who's coming out of a little shell, and their owner says he doesn't bite, but you take the risk. I'll be honest. Orochi hatchery is a snake egg thing building. Cool. Hydra broodmaster, look at those little hydras. They just hatched. Arasta of the endless web. I see those little spider eggs and they are hatching as we speak. Very cool. And Burke, long ear of the law, is hatching a plan to defend that otter with an egg. Do otters have eggs? Whatever. It's Bloomborough we're talking about. Speaking of, Dawn's Truce, little mouse versus owl, egg. Then we got second breakfast, hobbits eating some breakfast, cool. Then we got gilded goose, golden egg, very nice. Brood keeper, hottie with an egg. Then we got chicken troop, I'd smash, never mind, moving past it. Wicker picker, the final one. Look at those little eggs in the little vending machine with the little bunny. Perfect. Whew, that was definitely harder than previously I thought this was going to be. I did slam my keyboard a couple of times trying to find it. I was zooming in. It was tough. It was a hard time. But obviously now we have a full deck of egg cards. Let me just run the calculation, see how we're doing. Okay, we don't have enough. We don't have enough. I'm going to find some more. Magic the Gathering is sick and twisted, just like the judge who said that what I did in Korea was a war crime. Now, despite its extensive history, there are only 11 egg creatures in Magic the Gathering, 3 of which I can't even run. So I had to stare at my screen and look at card art just for you guys to comment down below which ones I missed. So it's time for a different approach. I had to think outside the box, had to cook a little bit, had to get a little bit spicy, because what do we do to eggs? We incubate them. And where have I heard that before? The Phyrexians. Progenitor Exarch. Look at that egg in the background. It incubates. Tiller of Flesh has those incubation tokens in the background. Those are eggs. Blighted Burgeoning is a tree with Phyrexian eggs growing from it. And Seed Pod Caretaker is taking care of them in their egg form. That's at least 4 more cards. Then we got Seeds of Renewal, because seeds are basically eggs but plants. Seeds of Strength. Look at those eggs. They're a little odd shaped, but still. Seed the Land. Why do they call it Seed the Land? When they're making snakes. Snakes come from eggs, not from seeds. And Tree Folk Seedling. Look at that guy. He's got an egg in his hand. Birthing Tree makes eggs. Then we got Birthing Pod, which is like an eggshell that cracked, but it's also made of metal and it's gross and scary. Then we got Master of Pearls. Zoom and enhance. Those things are goddamn eggs. And Bark Form Harvester. Look at those. Are eggs from the ground. Very nice. Awesome. Cool. I finally did it. We have a majority of egg cards now. We did it. Now we can just fill the rest with land. We did it. Okay, so now what? Step 1, we have Atla Palani. Then we find our nesting dragon. They make some eggs, which are going to find us our really cool stuff because we have very little draw in this deck. Palani's Hatcher makes dinosaur creature tokens. We like that. Hydra Broodmaster is a win condition because we can make it really monstrous because we have a lot of land in this deck, and then it makes a bunch of Hydra tokens, and we overrun our opponents with that by doubling it sometimes with Burke, long ear of the law, because guess what? Hey, we can have a creature attack with +1 counters and double the number of counters on it, doing a bagillion damage and winning that way. It's just an egg tribal deck. I don't know what you want me to say. That is the end of the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you subscribe, subscribe. If you want to come hang out, join the Discord. It is in the description down below. And if you want to challenge me to something, because this was a challenge indeed, leave it in the comments down below. And the one with the most upvotes, I will build. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.